Hello everyone, welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. My name's Amanda. In today's video, we are going to do a beginner friendly autumn nail art design, but I did decide to do these on a long set of nails as it has been ages since I've done a long design, so I really hope you all enjoy watching. Now for our base colours, I'm going to use Green Envy, Nudeini and Earthy Brown. I'm going to do something a little special on the Earthy Brown now, so I hope you like the effect. Now starting off, I'm going to do one coat of all of these colours. We're going to do a Green Envy on two of the nails, so we're going to do it on the thumbnail and the ring finger. Now of course, if you was doing this on the natural nails, you would come in, do all of your prep, your base coat before coming in and applying your gel polish colours. Now a lot of the colours we're using, or a lot of the Kiki London colours in general, are very highly pigmented, so I really advise working with them in thin coats, especially shades that are dark like Green Envy or light like Nudeini. They work very similar to how a black and a white would. Now if you have highly pigmented colours, if you apply these too thickly, you will have issues when it comes to curing them. Either the gel polish might wrinkle or you might feel as though it's not fully cured. So I always like to keep my coat nice and thin. You're better off doing two thin coats than one thick coat or two thick coats, because you're just going to have issues. So a lot of the time, especially when I'm working on shorter nails, I'll wipe majority of that product off my brush. It's always better to go in with less than more, because then if you haven't got enough on your brush, you can go back into the bottle and pick up some more. But if you go onto the nail with too much gel polish, then you're chasing it around the nail and it's a lot harder to wipe away or wipe off to get that thin coat of colour. Now we're going to come in and do our first coat of Earthy Brown, and as you can see, in one coat all of these colours are pretty opaque. You can see a little bit of Green Envy that's a little bit sheer, but when you come in and apply that second coat, that's when the opacity is going to really pop. So don't stress too much about getting your opacity in that first coat. It's better to apply it thin and it look a little bit sheer than try to get it to look opaque in that first coat and then have issues because you've applied it too thickly. As you can see here, we're going to come in and do our second thin coat, and the true color is going to come through, the full opacity is going to come through. 99% of the Kiki London colors do only require two thin coats. You might get the odd one like some of the neons where you might find it pops more having three coats, but instead of doing that, I would always pop a white base underneath and then you'd get away with only doing two coats. Now, as you can see, because we're working on longer nails, I am picking up a bit more gel polish. That's simply because the length of the nail, not because I'm wanting to apply it thickly. I'm just wanting to make sure that we get the coverage. The more lengths of nails that you work on, the more you kind of learn how much gel polish to pick up on. Now, you'll see in a lot of the videos that are up on the channel, I'm working on either short or medium length nails. A majority of the time I will go by the rule of thumb that I completely wipe off one side of the brush, and then on the other side I'll wipe halfway down the brush, so that literally you only have half of one side of the brush with gel polish on it. Because I'm working on longer nails here, I've just wiped off one side of the brush and kept gel polish on the other side so that we get a full coverage. So we done our second coat on all four of those nails. Then when it comes to Earthy Brown, instead of doing a second coat of Earthy Brown, I'm going to take Hey Honey from the Cat's Eye range, and I'm going to do a thin coat of this over the entire nail. Now I love combining the Cat's Eye gel polishes with different color bases because it really affects the color. It changes it up slightly, and that's why I love how versatile these Cat's Eye gel polishes are. A lot of the time we pop them over a black or a white base and you get the true color, especially over a black base, of the color that's in the bottle. But you can see here, popping it over the brown base affects the kind of tone to Hey Honey. And then what's also going to happen is when we come in here now and take our magnet and we're going to play around with the magnetic particles, you're going to push those magnetic particles around and you're going to be able to see the color you put underneath. And I just love how gorgeous Hey Honey looks with Earthy Brown. This to me is a beautiful autumn combination. I would happily wear a full set of these. I really love playing around and experimenting, popping the different color cat's eye gel polishes over different color bases. So if you have done the same and you have any combinations, let me know in the comments below, because I would love to give them a try. Now, over the top of two of these nails, I'm going to come in with some foils and kind of create like a shattered effect. So originally I picked out gold. However, when it comes to applying it, I ended up switching out the gold for a more of a rose gold tone. So you'll see when we get there. But to apply your foil gels, you're going to want to come in and apply your foils, you're going to want to come in and apply a foil gel. So I'm going to take a thin coat of foil gel, apply this to the entire nail. Now again, you're going to hear me say thin coat about 100 times. All of your gel products only need to be applied thinly. A little bit goes a long way. Now we're not actually doing a full cover foil here, we're kind of creating that shattered effect. That's my favorite thing to do with the metallic foils, but I still want to apply that foil gel to the entire nail so we've got a nice even coverage, and because we are effectively applying that foil over the entire nail. This is where, when I pulled Green Envy down to put the foil on, I just felt as though green and gold was a little too Christmassy and we're wanting to stick with the autumn vibes. So I switched it out for a more rose gold tone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrunch this up, and this is going to help create that shattered effect. And then rather than pressing it down, I'm very, very lightly tapping it. The foil gel, once cured, is super tacky. It really grabs hold of those foils. So to create this shattered effect, you just want to lightly press it on. And this is such a salon friendly, beginner friendly design because it is super easy to do. So using that same bit of foil, I'm going to do exactly the same over Nudeini. I really loved how different it looked over the Nudeini compared to Green Envy. So although these are the exact same design, they look different, which is great if you've got a client who wants quite a heavy nail art inspired set of nails, but either you're a beginner or you're in a salon and you're working on a tight time frame. Doing these kind of mix and match designs speeds up the process, but really makes it look as though you've got a lot of hectic full-on nail art going on. Now on the middle nail, I want to do some two-tone stamping. So I've taken two stamping polishes, and rather than just applying one color to the entire image, you can see I've placed the colors down side by side and then kind of blended them together with my scraper. You can obviously blend with your scraper a little bit more if you want more of an ombre effect, but I really wanted both of those colors to pop through and I really loved the effect. Now we're using like a solid burgundy color with a shimmery gold, but I loved how it looked. I didn't have a rose gold stamping polish to pair up with the foils, but I felt as though this kind of champagne gold paired up nicely with the Hey Honey cat's eye gel polish, so it really brought the whole design together. Now when I'm cleaning up my stamping plates, I really love to use the Kiki London alcohol wipes. I find these are just a little bit nicer than acetone, especially if you're not wearing gloves and you're constantly getting acetone on the skin. It can be quite drying, where I don't find that with these alcohol wipes. So I cleaned off my plate. It's always really important after each image to clean your stamping plate. Otherwise, you're not going to get a nice pickup when you come and do your second image. Now we're going to do 4 of these leaves, all with that same two-tone effect, and this takes the exact same amount of time as regular stamping. It's just as easy to do as regular stamping because you're doing all the exact same steps, so it's nice and easy as long as you've mastered stamping, which I know can be a little bit tricky, but it's just practice. The more you practice, you pick up the technique, and once you pick it up, it just clicks. However, doing this just using 2 colors of stamping polish, again, it just makes this design look as though it's a lot more complicated than it actually was, which as a client can really wow the person. So I love doing these kind of things in a nail art design, just to take a design to a next level but still keeping it super beginner friendly. So each time, each image, I'm cleaning up my stamping plate. If you do feel as though your stamping plate's a little bit too wet from the alcohol pad, you can just use a dry lint-free pad to wipe over it and dry off any excess. I find one pad will, like I've used this same pad throughout this whole design. You don't have to keep using new ones and being wasteful. Now we're going to come in and stamp on that last little leaf just down in the corner. If you're not happy or not easy, you don't find stamping easy to do, you definitely could swap out doing stamping here for some water decals, or if you like hand painting, you could do some hand painting. And with hand painting, you could definitely still create a two-tone effect just by painting on your leaves, one in gold and one in rose gold. The Kiki London metallic gel paints would be really good here for that as well. Then on the next nail, I want to do kind of like a swooshy marble, but I wanted it to be really soft. So I'm going to come in with a layer of blooming gel, apply this to the entire nail. Again, you can see here I'm wiping over the nail a few times with my brush just to get a nice thin layer, because with your blooming gel you don't need a thick coat. So if you go in and apply it too thickly, all you're going to end up with is a thick bulky nail at the end. A thin coat is enough to allow your gel polish to bloom in the design. Now I'm going to take all 4 of the colours. So we're going to go in with Nudeini, Earthy Brown, Green Envy and Hey Honey. We're only adding in a little bit of Hey Honey because I didn't want too much gold coming through on this design. Of course, you can play around with the amount of colours you're using to create the marble to look exactly how you want it to. I'm popping in Green Envy, even though that's our base colour, because it would just help separate the colors in the marble and look as though there's gaps in that marble, if that makes sense. And then usually I would just swipe up and down, but I kind of went a bit crazily to create more of like a swooshy effect. Again, with marbles, there's so many different ways to do them, and each time they're going to look different, and that's something I love about a marble design. But on this nail, rather than covering the entire nail, I'm just going to come across from one side down at the cuticle area to the tip of the nail. This is really quick and easy to do. You haven't got to stress about covering the entire nail. Yeah, it just looks beautiful. I absolutely love a marble. If you feel as though you're picking up too much gel polish on your brush, you can wipe off some of the excess, and then you're just going to wait for the magic to happen. I'm just giving it a few seconds to bloom a little bit more, and then all those edges are going to soften, and I just love how it turned out. Then once you are happy with how much it's bloomed, you're going to want to pop this in to cure for 60 seconds. Now before you do pop your marble in to cure, just make sure you've got no tiny little bubbles in there. If you do, just pop them with your brush, and then you're not going to have any issues once it has cured. Now I wanted to do this set matte, so I'm going to come in with the Kiki London No Wipe Matte Top Coat. I love a matte set for autumn. I think it just suits the vibe. It just looks really cozy. So I'm going to come in and apply a thin coat of this to all of the nails. Whilst I'm doing this, I quickly wanted to mention there is a sale on over on the Kiki London website. I believe it's up to 30% off certain products. So there's lots of items that are already discounted. You don't need to put a discount code in or anything like that. So it's a great time to grab a bargain or stock up on your favorites and things like that. Now, when you are applying a matte top coat over stamping, you want to kind of float it on, because matte top coats and stamping can be a little bit tricky. So I'm just going in and floating that on. So basically by floating, I'm trying not to apply too much pressure so that the brush is hitting the stamped images. I'm just very gently floating it over. Now over this nail, I was really torn whether to leave this one glossy, but I really wanted all the other 4 nails to be matte, and I felt this one would have just been a little bit odd glossy. Now I did love the effect once it was matte, but I do think cat's eye just looks that little bit better glossy. But again, let me know in the comments below. This was the finished result, and I thought they turned out super cute. They're definitely a set I would wear myself. I did size these up so they would fit me, but I very rarely wear long nails, but it was really fun to do a long set. Do let me know in the comments below if you have any design suggestions, and I will happily give them a go. If you did enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscription button if you haven't already. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.